he had to get a warrant approved. How are you doing, Your Honor?
I'm doing alright, how about you?
Good. I'm looking to get arrest warrant 26983 approved for Blade Sampson for felony leaving accident scene prohibited, San Andreas 585.1.
Warning, warrant, felon.
Lieutenant, correct?
Yes.
Question for you. Supplementary report attached on the warrant, or is it just referenced within the
I can attach it real quick. I don't think I just kind of did it before I got here.
I mean, we have ways that we can look at it. I'm just curious.
Yeah,
if it was
it's
attached or not.
26932 is the associated report.
Okay, you can confirm without a doubt, 100% that
Yes.
both him and this other individual mentioned left the scene of the accident.
Yes. In the 26932, I believe I forgot to put in the report. We did recover the cell phone that Mr. Sampson used to report the crime. He actually reported the crime as he was leaving, which I guess wasn't too smart on his part. But he reported the crime and was failing to give information to dispatch. And we found his phone from its last ping location, and it was owned to Mr. Sampson as well as the vehicle. And of course, CCTV confirmed him walking over to the area where the phone was ditched.
Okay, and then have you received the logs yet from the communications center from this incident, or have you requested for them yet?
We have the call. We have the call notes. All the logs got put in through the call notes, I believe.
Right, but I'm saying the 911 call. Do you have that log? Do you have that audio transcribed yet, or have you not requested that?
We do not have that yet.
Planning on getting that, or is saying that, like, when you say uncooperative, you have to elaborate more.
He was failing to give any information about himself to dispatch.
Okay.
As a sense of hiding his identity.
I mean, technically, there's people that do that every day, so there's people that don't identify themselves over 911 calls.
They just.
But I mean, in this instant, though, right? I'm not saying that's not the case, but if he's the one who called and he's purposely avoiding that,
both parties involved in the accident both left the scene without following the proper measures. One's already been arrested for it. We caught him
talking
last night.
Mr. Jenkins, I'm guessing.
Yes, Kieran Jenkins. You'll see that the honor will see the arrest report for that soon.
No, don't worry. We'll be the ones seeing it. It goes through us before it goes to him.
Okay. Yeah, you guys will see it soon. I just gotta input it through the system.
So, Lieutenant, by you stating that they did not follow the proper procedures, could you please state, like, what proper procedures did they not follow?
So, absolutely. So, when you get into an accident, you're supposed to, especially something along the lines of road rage where somebody leaves. So, the instance of what this happened is Mr. Sampson and Mr. Jenkins were involved in a road rage incident where they were ramming each other off the road. Mr. Sampson's vehicle became inoperable, and Mr. Jenkins was able to continue. So initially we only had Mr. Jenkins. However, after finding out that Mr. Sampson also left the scene without contact, well, he contacted authorities but not waited for authorities so that we could get a report. It inhibits our criminal procedures for investigating this, and therefore, not staying at the scene is a direct violation of San Andreas 585.
We know the law, sir. We did the bar. You don't need to reference codes to us. We know them quite well.
Yes, I was just asking regarding this, like, if they just didn't provide each other insurance like they should have, or or
CCTV footage. It showed the 2 incidents of the road rage, and then Mr. Jenkins driving off after
You have a
Mr.
release
Sampson
from the
was
casino
disabled.
in relation to the security camera footage?
I'm sorry.
Do you have the release from this establishment for the security camera
Yes,
footage?
it's a locally owned establishment.
And just confirming, you just want to get them for the basically fleeing an accident scene?
Yes, it's a Class D felony charge. Yes.
Okay. What do you think? I mean, it's iffy. I agree, but I think it.
I mean,
from our office wise, I mean, we definitely have enough in this, taking everything. Especially if we get those logs from the communication center.
yeah, I mean, both of them just left the accident scene without exchanging insurances. Both constitute a hit and run. So,
Your Honor. Your Honor. Your Honor, can you hear me?
Yes, I can now.
The state doesn't have any issues with the warrant application, if you're curious. I don't know if you want us to sign off on that or if you want to handle that.
No, just
have to
looking
sign
over
off
myself
on
while
it.
you guys are conversating about it.
From us, from the state, though, we have no issue. Lieutenant, actually, while you're here, do you happen to have your police chief's phone number?
Yeah. What's in regards to?
Case that he's attached to with the state. I need to get some information from him.
I can call him real quick. I don't know if he wants me just handing out his phone number. There should be other methods of being able to contact him.
I mean, there definitely is, but I was just thinking merely since you're here. I mean, obviously, I don't want to call his personal cell phone, but if you have his work phone number.
Yeah, I understand that, but like I said, we're not supposed to be just giving out numbers. I can contact him if he's okay with it. And if so, I can provide you that phone number.
So, wait, Lieutenant, one more thing. So you said you're going with the Class D felony version of this.
Mm-hmm.
So that entails that somebody was injured or the damage is exceeding $500.
Yes, Mr. Sampson's vehicle was totaled in the incident, and Mr. Jenkins' vehicle was also heavily damaged, which both exceeded $500 in damage.
Okay. I just wanted to ensure about that before going further with this.
Yep.
Alright. Should show up as signed off.
All right, I appreciate it, Your Honor.
Of course.
Good day, gentlemen.
You too.
Warning, warrant, felon.
Is it me or was he talking to us like we didn't know the law?
He literally wasn't. I'm not in the mood for it. Just as bad as those sheriff guys.
I mean, I've talked with him.
I mean, did you not hear me rant about them for fucking ages when we've been in our private office?
Well, yeah. But, yeah, that guy...
You want to talk about some of the most
I was
unprofessional stuff I've seen?
Are we just letting fucking everyone come in here?
I don't know. Is that the case?
I
Who
don't
else is
know.
trying to come in?
Yeah, some guy in a black suit just came through the doors and then walked back out. Where is the bailiffs is the real question.
That's a good question. Your Honor, you want me to get the door for him? Your Honor, do you want me to get the door for our surprise guest?
Surprise guest.
Yeah, apparently there's one that just tried to walk through the door, sir.
I guess if you want to go see who's here. I mean, really,
I can,
we
sir.
have bailiffs here before we start handling anything. But...
No, I agree, sir.
Yeah, I don't know if you want me to see if they have a contact number in order to get into touch with them, because this is quite unprofessional if they just, they said they were going to be here and they just haven't shown up.
Yeah, I don't know. It's been pretty
Your Honor,
spotty
Your Honor, of course.
conversation.
We didn't even ask, but do you care if we approach, of course?
That's fine, yeah. But, don't
No,
know.
but I mean, Your Honor, with all due respect, the sheriff's office has not been the most professional lately, including with cases that have come through our office. I mean, I literally had their highest ranking officer not submit evidence for a case, as you saw.
Yes, I'm very aware.
So, I don't know how, I mean, if you want, me and my cohort here can attempt to contact them.
I mean, personally, the sheriff's department, I've had situations where they're professional, just at certain bad eggs that make everything a little bit bad.
Well, I don't know. I mean, there is one interesting thing, though. You know that, oh, the redheaded detective's name. What the hell's his name? You know who I'm on about?
Redheaded detective, what?
Yeah, redhead, red beard. Submitted,
Redhead, red beard? No.
submitted a whole bunch of cases to the state. And we should have came through our office. You haven't seen him?
No, I sometimes don't pay attention to because there's just so many
Ah,
people
jeez.
that
You
come
know,
through.
no, that's about.
I mean, you know how
Hodge?
many people come through? Oh, fucking now that you mention that guy, God, that guy obnoxious.
He may be obnoxious, but he was good at his fucking job, though. I will give him that.
Didn't he get fired?
I don't know.
Yeah, I heard that.
I don't know what happened with him, honestly.
I heard there's some kind of commotion going on with that officer, and I don't know. I haven't really heard anything since.
Honestly, I don't even think the sheriff's office put out a statement for it. But I mean, it's none of my business. I'm just surprised. 'Cause I remember I saw the last case on his desk, and he told me he was working another one. He was getting ready to check for warrants and everything, or he was going to get a hold of me for warrants. And the next thing I know, I haven't heard from him since. Lombardi, you want to try and get a hold of him, or you want me to?
I'm trying to find if they have a contact number that can talk with somebody instead of just going through emails. Seeing
Well, no, of course.
There we go. Okay.
Oh, one day.
What's that, sir? What's that, sir?
One day. One day shit will operate correctly.
I mean, you're not wrong there, sir. But I mean, I just work for the state and do what I have to do. At least you got two. At least you got two of some of the best DAs here in the state, or ADAs in the state, whatever our official title is nowadays.
Yeah.
By the way, hi guys. Can't tell my voice is dead, but at least I'm here. Hi Rachel. Hi Myra. Hi Best Boy. Landon, good to see you. I don't know. Am I a good guy or am I a bad guy? I don't know. Your Honor, I'll be back here in a second.
No.
Anything?
Yeah, apparently the message that about the transports for the parole hearing got through, but when
Nothing
Your
else
Honor,
did.
When Your Honor emailed them regarding the summons and traffic and so on court, then that message did not get through. Whoever the point of contact just didn't message it through. So
Sounds
hence
amazing.
no bailiffs were coming down here. So they said, give me a few minutes. It was some staff sergeant. And he said he was going to get some people together to head down.
I mean, do
Brilliant.
we want to hold out that guy outside then, or do we want to bring him in? I mean,
Well, no, he needs to be searched and everything, unless you want a gun being
Yeah.
brought into the courtroom, possibly.
No, as soon as we have civilians entering, we're gonna have bailiffs here.
Now, officers, obviously, they're trusted a little bit.
well, I mean, they also have some immunities in a sense.
Well, I don't think that officer really gave us much of a choice as in if he was supposed to enter or not. He kinda
No,
just came
no,
in.
he just fucking barged right in. Oh, funny part is, so, Solon, you know how I'm working that one case, the ex-law enforcement who pitted some guy?
Talking the Hightower
Shit.
case, that's
Yeah,
been a
Hightower,
shit,
Hightower.
kind of a shit show.
Oh, yeah.
Because
it's a
isn't he
little bit of a
self-repping
shit
himself
show.
or some shit?
Yeah, he's self-repping himself, but anyway. So I was talking with that lieutenant about it, right? And he said, oh, there was time frames that I had noted down that I will send to you regarding that I noted down inside my internal affairs case report, but I cannot give that to you as it's confidential. I'm like,
Too bad you got to give it to us. You don't have any choice. I would gladly go to that office with you and throw a big ass subpoena on their desk saying, hey, give it to me, otherwise you're going to jail.
yeah, well, I still got to write up the subpoena because I'm also now working this Hawkins case.
Well, do this. Go ahead. Start writing it up now.
Well, I don't have the documents most of the time. I just email one of the lovely justices. And yeah.
What are you needing?
A subpoena to get the internal affair investigative report regarding the Hightower investigation.
Did you lose your copy of it, or?
No, I still need to submit it, and I need to still submit a request for a said subpoena.
Hey, am I losing my mind here? Is there some folder that the LSMPD gave to us that I'm not aware about here at Lombardi?
Yeah, there's a folder.
Why don't I have it? I've been in this office longer than you. This is horse shit. You want to send me this?
Been in this
I
office
believe it
long?
was put out in a blast email, but
How
could be
long have
wrong
you
on
even
that.
been in this office?
Too long.
Hmm.
I'm 50 something now. I've been in ever since I've been able to take the bar.
Fair.
You have it. Can you send it to me quickly? I can't seem to
Yeah,
find it
but
anywhere.
the thing is they're gonna need to give you access to it because they need to verify your email since it's a secure.
You fucking Christ. Yes, I understand, but God. Also, whether they like it or not, I hate to say it, I need to send out that email for our office policy, because if I don't, then, oh, hey, guess what? I can't enforce the 72 hours, so I can't give you the subpoena. So, fight me, Office of the Chief. Ugh.
Wow. This chief just emailed me back, which it wasn't even the chief. The chief didn't even have the decency to email me back.
It was the
his
clerk.
fucking secretary. Yeah, his secretary emailed me back. It's like, that's just pure laziness, you know? You have a case going to court. You're not even
Where
competent
was this sent out
communicating.
at, Your Honor? Do you have this folder?
Sorry.
This folder
What's up?
mentioned. Where's that at?
Well, I thought I could remember it going out in a blast email at some point, but I'm kind of checking on the computer here and I'm having trouble finding it.
Here, I just sent it to
Oh,
you,
there, I
Zone,
found it.
so yeah.
It wasn't in the area I thought it was. Do we know if this is actually actively being updated, or? Seems like it kinda is. They did say they were sending somebody down here, right?
Your Honor, if it'll make you feel better, both me and Lombardi personally will go down there and make sure they come up here.
Well, I'm kind of watching the clock right now, and I thought you had some kind of meeting you had to go handle here in
I
the
do.
next 20-some minutes.
I do, Your Honor.
So,
But
I
of
mean,
course,
if they don't
that's
show
with
up, I guess they just don't show up.
it's with a whole bunch of other ADAs and some other casework that I'm processing, some minor traffic stuff, you know, the usual. Honestly, sir, I'm not afraid to go whip it. I'm not afraid to miss a meeting just because a certain sheriff's office is being unprofessional.
I don't know if it's unprofessionalism or just laziness on the part of our point of contact.
Whatever it is, I'm not in the mood for
the same
it.
thing.
Fair enough, but I think it's more laziness than unprofessionalism. It is pretty unprofessional that they're being this lazy, but it's more laziness than overarching unprofessionalism.
No,
You're
trust
just
me, I'm-
digging yourself a hole.
I just turn on and off? What?
Hey, it's not like the last time. No, it's not like the last time I was here. For a summons. We had to get evacuated out of here because apparently there was like some terrorist incident right down the block. You want me to try to give this staff sergeant a call again?
Yeah, and happily remind him that. Give him a happy reminder that, you know, the professionalism that he's showing here is not the greatest. He's the nicer one. I'm more of the straight up asshole. Putting it respectfully, Your Honor.
Well, at least you aren't lying. Might as well be true with yourself.
Okay, apparently he's pulling up in the parking lot now. Apparently. So I guess we will see if he's actually here or not.
Well, it'll be about time if he does show up. We're only, I don't know, 45 minutes behind.
And Solons, if you need to head to that meeting, I guess I could hold the fort down here.
Yeah, I'm not sure how long I'm going to be staying here today. More so just hoping to get through a couple things in the dock here and
Of course, Your Honor.
see what we can get done. Oh, finally, someone's here.
Evening, gentlemen.
Evening.
Alright, you got me. What are we doing? Exactly.
That's just open court. Everybody can come down here, take care of any summons they have pending, citations, any of that stuff.
Okay, excellent. There are a couple people out there in the lobby, so I'll open up, and if you guys are set, then I'll get in here.
Whenever you're ready to have them send in, just send them on in.
Okay.
Still not impressed, for the record. Your Honor.
Yeah,
Permission to approach, sir.
that's fine.
If I could push back my meeting about a half hour, I could stay a little bit longer.
That's up to you.
It's just
Whatever you
it's
can
just a
make work.
minor review with an ADA. That's about it. So it's nothing. Like I said, it's nothing too terrible.
Like I was saying, if you're wanting to stay around, that's great. If not, you gotta go, that's all. It's all fine. I mean, you gotta do what you gotta do. As long as I got one of you here,
Thank you, sir.
of course.
Is that not painful for your back?
Yeah, I may be old, but I can at least move around a little bit still.
And if you want to just walk up here at the podium there.
Maybe.
Alright.
Evening, Your Honor.
Good evening.
I decided to come today and to fight a ticket, though It has been a certain amount of days past it since I have been very busy with a whole bunch of other things. Hence why I haven't been able to come down as of late, but I might as well try and get it at least cleared off now. I received a ticket roughly over a month ago by a state trooper in the county on Route 13 for apparent 91 in the 70s. But when I looked at the ticket when he pulled off, I did not see any speed that he claimed I was going on.
Okay. What was the vehicle you were driving?
It was a Obey 8F. License plate protect.
Okay, I found it.
So I believe a Trooper Kenyon.
ADAs, do you see it as well?
Yes, Your Honor, I see it.
I think we need to drop. He doesn't have a document.
What's your guys' take on this?
Yeah, there is no speed.
Your Honor. Or you want to tell me?
Your Honor, we feel that it should be dropped as there's no speed documented, so we cannot determine how exactly the speed was gotten, including due to the apparent no narrative, as citations inside the state do not have narratives, as well as there was no speed documented on this citation, so there's no way to state that Mr. Martinez was going whatever speed that the trooper says he was going.
And I agree. You should see the citation removed from your record within the next 24 hours.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Of course, is there anything else you have to handle today?
No, that was the only issue I had to take care of.
Alright, the bailiff here will show you on the way out.
Alright.
Just this way, almost exactly how we came in here.
Yep.
Well, that's a problem. That's not the first time I've seen that.
Yeah, I think it's worth. Might be worth giving the SASP a call. I think it's worth giving him a call.
Alright, we're right through here and you can step up at the podium. Your Honor,
Could do that after this.
Alrighty. Let me just pull this up.
What's gonna be his name, Your Honor?
Is it Gavin Wright, I believe I heard?
Warning,
That is
felon, LSPD, SASP, armed, violent, warrant. Warning, felon, LSPD, SASP, armed, violent, warrant. Warning, felon, LSPD, SASP, armed, violent, warrant.
ADAs, were you able to find it, or do you need the record number?
Your Honor, I have. Hold on 1 second.
It's gonna be, it appears, 2 prior warrants. That's the.
It's
that's what you're
it's the
commenting.
one from Car.
Yeah. Yeah.
Your
I
Honor,
thought
we have
so.
the document whenever you're ready. Yes, sir.
Yes, Your Honor.
What do you have to say about the situation, Mr. Wright?
I can't really say. They ruined my plans to continue, you know? And I didn't really burglar anything. Someone else did it. I was just there. You know?
So you're saying you were there when it happened, but you weren't the one doing it?
That is correct.
And do you have anything to supply this, or like show that this is true, other than just your word?
All I have is my word, to be honest. It's hard to. Okay, look, I'll explain it this way. Yeah, I was there, and it was my idea to rob, but I used a vulnerable person to do it for me. And then we were going to go around the state and continue until she slipped up.
So you're saying you did?
I planned. This is the weird part I tried to explain to officers. I planned the robbery, but I didn't plan on me doing it myself. I had someone do it for me. It was a very vulnerable person in a vulnerable state that I made.
Stacks. I think we, at least the conspiracy one does.
Yeah.
Even though he just admitted that he's
Verbally, as he was an active proponent.
an active.
person
Here's the question: Are we going to enforce jail time on it
So
though?
you do understand that's why they have listed it down as the conspiracy. The charge.
I get that.
Yes,
I do
say
understand that one.
yes. As he had
Okay, so then just to
conspiracy
clarify,
commit
are you
further
fighting
burglaries, as he
this
just
summons,
admitted,
or are you
and also
accepting what is
I'm just
brought in front
accepting
of
it.
you?
I was just told I got a
Obviously,
summons, which I
was
find
a
really odd considering what the
conspirator
charges
in
are, to be honest.
this. So,
I'm just here to face my summons, and whatever you give me, I will take.
I am finding this very interesting that they gave you a summons for this.
This is the same boat I'm in. I said that. And the accomplice I was with also got a summons,
So,
which is odd considering what happened, should we say.
Your Honor, could you give me a second so that we can attempt to get the officer involved in this in here?
Yeah, you go and do that. We'll see if we can figure this out.
It's confusing, isn't it?
second.
I won't disagree. It's a little bit odd.
See, I sat there for about in the cell while I was waiting to be taken out of, to be given my summons, basically. And then I was let go on my merry little way. And I said, why am I getting a summons? It's
Sergeant Carter speaking.
you know,
Hey, it's Isaac Sullins with the District Attorney's Office with the State of San Andreas.
What can I do for you?
And I need you to come down to the courthouse at 7239 right now, please.
What's the need?
It's in relation to a summons that you wrote to a Gavin Wright.
What's the context?
You supposedly you wrote him for burglary in the second and conspiracy.
Yes. I think it rings a bell. What's up?
Your Honor, I'm very
Okay.
confused about this. Why he was
Like I
given
said,
a,
either
why he
either
was
you can
given
come
a
down here now,
criminal
or we can get the
summons
subpoena
when
down here
he
for
was
you. So one or the
charged
other.
with
I
a
just suggest you
felony.
come down here.
and per
I think
state.
Parole
Dealing with the
is
shooting
the
right now. I hadn't
confusion.
received a notice to attend
Yeah,
court.
Because
Oh, I need to give
per
him that.
Mr. Wright's just now verbal
Okay.
admission
All right.
I'm
that
next available.
he was planning also
Okay.
more conspiracies
do me
to
a favor
commit
and
further burglaries.
Let the court know when you're on the way here, please.
including the burglary he committed with Ms. Bean, which would mean that it would be a Class D and a Class E felony.
Your Honor,
Yeah.
I just got a hold of the staff of the Sergeant Carter from the San Andreas State Police who's involved in this. Currently, I guess he's busy on an officer-involved shooting that occurred.
All right.
Give me a second so I can speak to my.
I can come back another day, you know.
Let me give me a second, sir. Let me speak to my other assisting district attorney here, and we can figure something out.
Here, let's do this. Let's have Mr. Wright here. Bailiff, you just want to show him to a seat here in the courtroom.
Yes, sir.
Right, come over here. We'll just have a seat in the gallery here. It's fine.
I do not. I do not understand the slightest
Yes, Your Honor.
why a summons is being issued.
You guys are very quiet. You might want to speak up just a little.
I do not understand why this is summons.
Are we inside or
I think we're all on the similar level of confusion.
Yeah,
with that.
I say he gets including with the very blatant just admission to his guilt right now. Now, obviously, whether or not he pleads guilty, but I say he gets relinquished into bailiff
Well, I
custody.
asked him if he's fighting the charges that are coming against him, and he said that he's not fighting them. He did them. So I mean, he's
Yeah,
already,
so-
you know, I mean, I
So
haven't
he-
formally asked for a guilty or not guilty plea, but he's already admitting to the charges.
Yeah,
So
so I
then-
say
So how do we go about this then? Have that officer wrap an arrest report for this then, or what?
Oh, well, we'll give it a few minutes here and see if we can get him to come down here. And then, I mean, if he does come down
Right,
here,
he does.
I'll
He
probably
does sound
just-
very excited to come down here in the slightest, and he gave me the good old, "Oh, hey, I wasn't requested to come down to court today." So
well, we
nobody's
didn't know
requested until they're needed, so.
we didn't know he was needed down in the court until he walks in with
with
I
a
mean,
summons
if
rather
this-
than arrest. So if he really wants to give
Oh.
with a smart aleck attitude, I'd probably give it right back to him.
Hold on. I'm gonna check this. They said it was Tori Bean was the
You want to check?
second.
You want to check the bean
person.
summons? and
Yeah,
see if
she
it's
was
the same
also
thing?
given a summons, apparently.
Okay,
And, I mean,
so
it states in the narrative that, originally
so
Mr.
there's
Wright
a Tori
wasn't
Bean here.
forthcoming.
She was charged with burglary in the second degree and misdemeanor stealing. So, at this point, then I'm confused why she was also written a summons. I could see being written a summons over the stealing, but the burglary in the second degree is needs an arrest. So at this point, due to this trooper's massive mistake here with releasing them on summons, would this entail we would have to get a warrant out for Ms. Bean's arrest to be taken into custody per
I
the
mean,
felony charge?
technically, that's what we'd have to do.
Yeah.
We don't have much of a choice in the matter because if it summonses for felonies, we usually don't do that. It's only for misdemeanors.
Yeah, no, it's for non-violent misdemeanors, which in this case,
Staff
she was charged
sergeant.
with a felony.
Yes, sir.
You don't have anyone else outside right now, do you?
No, but I mean, I've heard everything. If anything, I can get some help back here.
Have you heard anything about this shooting that Sergeant Carter's involved with?
Not in particular.
Not in Blaine,
I
at
do
least.
know that they're. I'm sorry.
Not in Blaine County, at least.
I believe it was in the county. Yes.
Okay.
Wait, hold on. Are we sure it was a trooper, Carter?
The only Carter that's involved.
It says C. Carter from SASP.
Yeah, no, but the other criminal summons written for Ms. Bean was written by a deputy B. Carter.
Sergeant, that name ring a bell to you?
Yes. We do have a deputy. I'm a Carter.
You know if he's around today?
I don't believe so.
I guess they must have both been on the arrest and the initial scene, and they must have just split it, I guess.
Here's your honor. Here's the issue I have. These are felonies. Why are there being summonses issued?
Like I said, I think we're all on the same page with that.
So I mean, my 2 cents.
Summons. What I think may have happened also is originally they were going forward with arrest, and the sergeant, obviously Deputy Carter, correct me if I'm wrong. He sounds new. Staff Sergeant, is he new to your department?
Fairly, yes.
Okay. So what I'm assuming is the sergeant told this Deputy B. Carter to write a summons for her while he wrote the other summons instead of writing arrests for them. So I think this sparks mostly from the higher up sergeant here, rather than the lower ranking Deputy Carter here.
I mean,
That is
technically
my
the
assumption,
authority
but we
having
could-
jurisdiction here is the sheriff's office, but when it comes to rank in a sense like that, I guess ASP would overrule him in that.
Yeah. So
So
we're gonna
Well, and
have to get
that's-
some
that's
confirmation.
assuming
Speaking of double, he's
there's a-
calling me back right now. Give me 1 second.
Okay.
Yeah, we can get some confirmation here.
Isaac
but,
Sellens.
Hey, Southern Coast State Police, you called me before?
Yeah. What's up?
I'm just, further one in the nature of your request, I'm just, we're bouncing a really busy night, and my lieutenant go down, so we're just, do what we can. What's he need from me down there? Is there something that we can do with the phone? Something that's emergent? What's
Well,
going on?
it's tied to a summons that you wrote for 2 felonies. And that's how not at all how summonses work.
Right.
What's that?
Explain over the phone.
No, you wrote a conspiracy felony charge and a burglary in the 2nd degree, which are both felonies, as a criminal summons. Could we ask why?
The gentleman committed a crime and getting summons to court to answer for the crime.
So why not arrest them then and have them answer that way?
Okay. Your phone call in a bit. Someone's calling me over my radio.
He really just hung up with me.
That is
Did he?
not how.
He just
That's
hung up
not
with me.
how we're gonna. That is a situation that we are gonna cover after we also deal with this situation.
So
You're telling me he seriously just hung up on you?
he just hung up on me, yes. Because he had someone talk to him over his radio.
Oh boy, today's a hell of a day.
I mean, Lombardi, my 2 cents. Let's get the summons off his record for now. I don't want to say drop the charges. Because obviously they're felonies, and he's amending to them.
We cannot. I say he's relinquished into sheriff's department custody.
And then we have Bean get a warrant out on Bean for same stuff.
That's what we're gonna have to do. Well, the charges, which is the stealing for the misdemeanor and the felony burglary in the 2nd degree.
Okay. Sarge, you might want to get a couple more people. Sarge, you might want to get some other people down here.
Yeah.
If you need to call LSMPD too.
He has a few priors here.
And actually, Staff Sergeant, if you want to bring him forward, bring Mr. Wright forward, please.
I'd suggest we wait until there's other units here just to make sure.
Do you want to get a hold of LSMPD and have him come down here and back you up on this in case he starts losing his mind?
What's he doing?
Yeah, were you asking for the gentleman not to come up?
Yeah,
Here's
hold
the
him for now. Get a hold of LSMPD and get him up here, so that when you take him, there's not an issue there.
Yeah, that sounds good.
I'm honestly semi-appalled that this happened, including with the sergeant with the state police. I would hope a sergeant at the very least, like, it's one thing if it was like an officer, deputy, lower-ranking member, but no, it was a sergeant who made this big of a mess up.
So, I mean, Lombardi, up my 2 cents, I say we go into the station, request our lieutenant. Or request the highest ranking to go down there. We have a talk with him about the sergeant. You have the sergeant come down and figure out what the hell's going on. And then we kind of go from there and make sure that this doesn't happen again, because this is ridiculous.
Yeah, and also maybe this would also entail, because even though this is just a state police thing, maybe we need to post something out inside the bulletin stating, here's a reminder, criminal summons are only for non-violent misdemeanors, not felonies.
I mean, I'm pretty sure it says it on our actual guidelines for the officers to follow, but...
Yes, I understand that, but if it needs us to send out a bulletin to ensure
This is more from the district attorney's office, Your Honor, not from the courts. Kind of like that last thing I ran you might have seen. That was put out from our office.
Yeah, I suppose apparently reminders, it's just that time of the year, I guess.
I guess so. I mean... I'm just like, still in awe that this.
I'm
actually
appalled that
happened.
this is how a sergeant of the state police is acting.
I mean, yeah. This, including since he's giving attitude on being requested down to the courthouse.
I mean, be glad I haven't written an official subpoena and sent it to his office. Well, I should tell him. In fact, I should probably write one up right now to have him come down and figure out what the hell's going on.
So not everything needs a subpoena. Saves the trees.
They're all online now. Lombardi, don't you know this? They're typed online nowadays.
Car 3. 5063 Great Ocean Highway.
Why did I
Panic
just get
Unit. Car 3. 5063 Great Ocean Highway.
Like
It's because we have access to that CAD.
Huh.
Remember?
Interesting.
Because we have access to the page to review stuff, so it'll go off still.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about, right?
Oh, I do. Yeah, I just
That,
had
like
both
a
of my
fire
ear
chief
too.
just, yeah, a fire chief just pressed this like, uh-oh, stuff's going down, but interesting.
What I'd like to know is, are these warrants here, are they old ones that were just never marked as closed, or are they actually meant to be active?
Yes, I believe it is warrants that have yet to be marked closed, as regular rank and file deputies and so forth do not have approval to mark those closed. They have the ability to write them, they just do not have the ability to mark them closed or open. Like, to mark them closed or inactive when they are actually served.
Yeah, but I mean, this is... So, if you want, Lombardi, do you want to handle this thing with SASP? Because you know if I end up handling it, I'm just going to be an asshole the whole time.
I can head down there and talk with them.
Please, and then I'll start writing up this warrant from our office.
Do they have
for
a
Miss B.
lieutenant that's around tonight?
Supposedly,
I
it's
don't
the one... It's supposedly they might have gotten shot, according to the sergeant, before he hung up the phone with me, so... I mean, Lombardi can handle getting a hold of someone within that chain of command, though, and get this situated.
Hey, Sergeant, you're the one who sees most of the units that are currently, like, on duty and stuff. Do you know if anybody higher than that sergeant is available within the state police, lieutenant, captain, that type of thing? Or is it only that sergeant as the highest?
State's really short-handed this evening. Tony, I think they might have like one trooper on now. I don't think they're gonna have anybody.
Okay, I appreciate it.
Yeah, of course.
Might have to schedule a meeting with them.
Yes, I concur.
I agree as
wholeheartedly.
well. And Lombardi, that one I will follow up with you on, and I'll be with you for that. I'm not in the mood for Sergeant giving attitude to the district attorney. Remember the district attorney's office. Your Honor, what I'll do then is sometime tonight I'll have it submitted to you somehow as a warrant for that Miss Bean that's attached to the summons for the following
That's fine.
because that's probably the way that the state's gonna go. Staff Sergeant, is your additionals here yet?
But they're on the way, but I mean, we can proceed and then handle it from there. I just need somebody to transport when that time happens, but I got him coming.
Any idea of an ETA?
I can ask for him.
We just want to ensure that your safety, because last time I was in the courtroom, we had a Raymond come in, and a Deputy Deggs got head-butted straight to the nose like 2-3 times.
Isn't this the same deputy that's supposedly getting fucked around with all over the news and everything?
Yeah, I believe it is.
He's about a minute away.
I mean, my 2 cents, we could probably bring him up. I mean, maybe if he's not here yet, he'll at least be here by the time we give the final answer.
I'll leave that to the bailiff here.
Yeah, I think that's fine.
Your Honor.
Yes.
The state has came up with a motion.
Proceed.
That motion being Mr. Wright here be charged with the following. Mr. Wright will be charged with the burglary in the second degree, a felony, 1 count, as well as conspiracy, which is a felony of 1 count. It will be taken today upon further review and with the charges pending as a confirmed arrest rather than a criminal summons at this time.
Anything else?
We also motion that the secondary party within this case, as just so it's on the official record, is Miss Tori Bean is gonna have a warrant placed out eventually for her arrest in order to in relation to the same charges of burglary in the second degree, burglary in the second degree, along with the stealing charge she was charged with.
Is that all?
That is all, Your Honor.
Alright, to the first motion, in regards to the man that is here today, I will concur, and you will be taken into custody for the bailiff here, and then he will arrange for your transport and booking. And in regards to the second motion, just once that's ready, file out your proper channels, and we'll have that handled.
That is fine.
And just real quick, just for the official record purposes, we'll go ahead and get the how do you plea out of the way in regards to the burglary in the second degree and the conspiracy.
Guilty.
Alright, thank you. The bailiff will take care of you from here.
Really?
I mean, you just want to put your hands behind your back. Just like cramp one. Weird. Okay. Well, you're handcuffed. Alright. Your Honor, is that all you need from me?
That'll be it.
Alright, so I'm gonna turn around and walk with me. We'll head out of here.
You got the rest of these, Lombardi. I gotta get going.
What's that?
You got the rest of these that are gonna come through today. I gotta go to that meeting with the other ADAs.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, I got it.
Your Honor, permission to approach.
Go ahead. Bailiff, we do have holding cells over here. If you wish to use those. I don't know if he's aware of that.
ADA Lombardi's gonna take over the rest of this for tonight, sir. I have to go handle a meeting with my office.
Alright, that's fine.
If you need anything, you know how to get a hold of me, and Lombardi needs me to come back down here, I gladly will.
There we go.
Alrighty. Appreciate you coming down today.
Of course, sir. Don't have it any other way. With that, I'm gonna bid you a fair due, sir. I'll see you around. I know you got it.
See you around.
Alright, guys, we're gonna go hop on Hodgy Podgy.
Yes.
Okay. Where is he?
Right here. Here, Mr. Wright. You're able to follow us.
Yeah, guys, I'm gonna hit this button. We'll be right back. But yeah, guys, we're Hodge. It's our favorite. God damn it. had a great week. I've definitely had a busy one. I lost my voice in the process, and I've never lost my voice in my 21 years of being alive, so this is fun. I sound like shit. But what you gonna do? Run in, run in, run in, run in. What do I think it is? Oh, and Hodge.
Looking mighty fine there, detective.
I thought that was you that drove by.
Of course, I have to make sure the area is somewhat secure.
And to what pleasure do I see you around today?
Need to talk. I'm around the front of your building, if you would care to join me in my lovely vehicle.
Now, you say front as in front, like, are you actually going, or front as in... Because I'm over here by the parking garage.
Bus stop.
Bus stop, okay.
By the parking garage is by the bus stop in the front of the building.
Bus stop, what's the nearest address? Just so I make sure I'm not going to the wrong spot and I have
072.
8072, okay, I'll be there.
Until then.
Why, hello there.
Hello. Lovely to see you, Detective.
I know.
If you get in the front, you can scooch at the back.
Yeah, well, even let me in the car, so yeah, give me a second.
Right, onward, please, drive.
So to what do I owe to you today?
Right, well, I received your email regarding you wanting more information on our friend, of course. And unfortunately, I've now got to inform you that there is going to be a bit of a change of plan. You see, digging into Master Butler has unfortunately alerted him to my presence. And he's now got a, let's say, a friend of ours. I believe you're well acquainted with their work. Currently on the lookabout.
Who would that be?
Have you ever heard of the Reaper program at all?
No, you're talking the two that were after my ass for a bit.
Yeah.
After me again, is that what I'm hearing?
It appears so. However, there is an upside. One of them has gone rogue, and currently BCSD is having trouble finding it. I believe a good way to get your job back is rather through the legal system. You can prove your worthiness by investigating this job for them, getting as close as possible, taking out the target.
So you're saying handling the rogue. Is that what you're implying?
I'm sorry.
Handling the rogue?
Pretty much, yeah.
And when you say handle, do you mean off, or do you mean the good
No,
old-fashioned way
find
that I know
him.
best?
The one that you know best. Find him. Hand him in. I believe your investigational skills will come in handy.
As long as I got the resources so I can do my work.
You'll have all the funding and resources you'll need.
Like, say, a way into an LEO database?
You don't need an LEO database. I've got the files right here.
Interesting.
If you look at these files, currently is the investigative file of a Reaper Q. He's currently taking out a lot of potential brothers who are breaking family code. You'll see one there with his eyes gorged out because he saw something he shouldn't have. You'll see another with his neck practically broken and nearly decapitated. He's currently going on a road killing spree. And BCSD is having trouble finding the man. His MO appears to be storing the bodies underneath bridges around the county area. I believe that is right up your alley, is it not?
Yeah, give or take. Any particular bridges, or just whatever bridge you can find, really?
Bridges that usually are out of the public view. However, he's gotten a bit sloppy. His last killing was put underneath a bridge near a camera.
You get footage?
That is still trying to be obtained by my sources. However, we're getting close.
Interesting. This whole file is interesting, John. It's getting me excited
Yes.
again.
Well, you are a very good detective, aren't you?
Oh, come on, you know me. I mean, after all, I had to do the work of my fucking detective sergeant.
I do have to warn you, though, that this rogue Reaper is not one to be trifled with.
I think if you
Unless
Reapers
you've
aren't
got
one to be
support.
trifled with.
The difference with this Reaper is that he's got more experience than most.
Mm-hmm.
And unlike other Reapers, he tends to hide in plain sight.
Plain sight, huh?
Yeah.
Very sloppy. Or, I wouldn't say sloppy, more dangerous than sloppy.
He's a very dangerous individual.
The question is why? Why try and be out in the open?
That is something I have not yet figured out, which is why I require
Model
your
citizen,
service.
no. Can't be a model citizen. No way. It is. I mean, it has to be someone who hasn't really been known for breaking the law.
He's been known to leave letters on the bodies, the contents of which I do not understand or know yet. However, I will find that out very shortly.
You have the letters in this file or no?
I do not have the letters in the file, no.
I mean, Charlie, you know how I am when it comes to catching bad guys.
Indeed. Capture this one, and you're guaranteed to have your job back.
And what makes you so confident in that?
Oh, trust me, whenever I failed you.
That's a very valid point here.
As for access into an LEO database, I can get that for you now. I've got a USB key here, however, the downside is it needs to be physically connected to their network. So if you can gain access to a public computer, either at one of their stations, or either an MDT in one of their vehicles, I'm sure you can get what you need.
You got any loonies that are crazy enough to go into a car to go get that for me, or no? Or am I the one that's gonna have to go get it?
Oh, I'm sure you can find out if they need resources to do that. There's plenty out.
Dark web is a wonderful thing.
Don't worry about the payment. I'll handle those things. I do need this done as quickly as possible, as if his pattern is anything, he's due to kill again.
Hey, do you have a time frame when?
I do not, but probably within the next week or so, give or take.
Well, do you have one of your fancy letters on you?
My fancy letters.
You know, the one with your fancy handwriting. You might want to run up for me quickly?
Cool. Please send an email to my members of staff, and a letter will be sent to you as soon as possible.
Oh, not to me.
Oh, to whom?
Who do you think? The place that let me go?
Of course, I can send a letter. Just please tell me the content.
Of course. Come on now. I think it's going to be pretty obvious. Way to leave me out to dry. Now it's my time to pick up the slack again.
Cool. Cool.
I mean, that's basically what I had to do on your case, Charlie.
Very promptly.
I'm not mistaken. Was I not the one that seemed to crack it and figure it out finally?
You could say that, yeah. Alright, driver. Find a place to drop him off. I believe that is all we have currently. If you need anything else, you know how to contact.
What's the with the smirk on your
Any
face?
question?
We'll start there.
The smirk on my face is currently none of your business. Anything else?
Am I going to get a chance to keep the file, or you want it back?
Oh no, that is yours. Have it, please. There's more where that came from once I get them.
The quicker I get it, the quicker I get your Reaper off the streets.
Indeed. You will find this Reaper and Billy will come hand in hand. So if you look into the Reaper, you will eventually find Billy.
And then I finally get that book that you need.
Indeed. Once you've found him, please give me a ring.
And just confirm we're talking Billy, not the Reaper, right? Or are you talking about the Reaper?
Both.
Alright.
Although I'll know if you've found the Reaper. All right, detective. This is where we part ways.
I'll talk to you later.
Until next time.
That show is amazing. Seriously. We just fucking broke up last night. And stop all the beliefs about how spiritual he is.
Right across the street, that was dumb. Well, guys, that was interesting, huh?
Well, good evening.
Who might you be?
Come and take a seat and find out.
Why do you think the drink, perhaps, since that you decided to invite yourself into my own house?
Want to go get a drink? Be my guest. I wouldn't try anything too stupid.
Whoever said I'd try something stupid.
Oh, I know your reputation.
Oh,
I'll
really?
set this down next to my chair, shall I?
You know my reputation, huh? So what do you know then?
I know you've been searching things that don't concern you.
Really? And what would that be?
You're looking for someone. Who are you looking for and why are you looking for him?
What's it to you? You're the one who
Well,
broke into my
first off-
house.
First off, I'm giving you the opportunity to explain to me right now. Looking for someone who doesn't want to be found. And second off, I'm trying to give you the option to tell me who that person is. Just so I can confirm that you haven't accidentally stumbled into someone you didn't think clearly enough through.
You must be the butler.
Is that who you're looking for? I could just be one of his lackeys that he sent here to find out what the fuck you're searching for him. You know, he's been doing his absolute best to stay under the fucking radar, and here we are finding some guy over there searching on the dark web trying to find out who he is, digging up as much information you can. Why? Do you have a death wish?
You want to know the honest answer? I want my job back.
Right, and finding the butler's gonna help you. How?
Finding the butler's going to help me get that job back.
Yeah, how?
Or at least fill a hole in my heart that's been needing to be filled for a while. After being betrayed by my own brothers, of course.
So you're just sat there eating your breakfast one day, chowing down on a bowl of cornflakes and think, oh, I know what, I'll go try and track down an old mafia boss.
I have my reasons.
Do you care to share them with the room?
Who says I'm at liberty to share?
Me.
A Reaper Q, perhaps. Or this rogue Reaper I keep hearing about.
Fuck's Reaper Q. I know that fucking Reaper Q, mate. Last I heard, Reaper Q is in South America. I want to know.
How I know about these? I have my ways.
Right now, I'm trying to give you the option to come clean to me so I don't string you up for searching things you shouldn't be searching.
Really?
I will find a nice place to hang you from if you don't stop your shit.
Under a bridge. Like all the others.
Could be under a bridge, could be under a fucking tree, could be in a fucking street pole for all I care, mate. Also, those bodies haven't been strung up, they're sat on the floor. Just saying. All I'm is right now, we're trying to give you the option to tell us why you're searching for a very dangerous man who at the moment is deciding whether or not he should kill you right where you're sat. Because people who search for the butcher either have a death wish or someone has told them to go search for them. Now I'm hoping it's the second option for you, that someone has told you to come looking for me. Because if you are just searching for me for the fine goodness of your heart, then I'll
what
put
do
a
you know? I
bullet
am
straight
right.
through your eyes and I'll leave you in a pile in the corner.
So, Mr. Butler, let me ask you a question. You know my reputation. You know exactly who I am. Don't you?
I know exactly who you fucking are.
Let's say my goddamn name and treat it with some goddamn respect, why don't you?
You have no fucking clue who you're talking to. Do you have any fucking idea how many people I've killed? Do you know how many fucking people I've shattered the kneecaps of?
And you know
Mate,
how many
things
people I've locked up
fucking
in my
done.
career?
Mate, you might have locked a couple of people up, but at the moment you don't have a badge. And me, I've got a gun, a baseball bat, knuckle dusters, and I'm not afraid to beat the shit out of you. Now who the fuck told you to come looking for me? Because otherwise you're going to have a death wish, mate, and that's going to fucking end one way. Choice is yours. It's your time to come clean. Because at the moment, I'm losing my fucking patience. The last person who made me lose my patience, well, let's just say their knees were shattered and they ended up having to crawl to a hospital just for them to be killed at that hospital by one of my guys. So you have the option right fucking now to come.
Where's
clean
the
to me.
book at, Butler?
What fucking book are you? Mate, I have no fucking clue what you're doing. Stop being a cryptic little shit and tell me who the fuck hired you to search for me.
No, you know exactly what I'm on about. The
I
one
have
that you
no-
got from your old boss. That book.
What? It's a fucking... What? Manga or something like that? I've literally no fucking clue what book you're on about.
Oh, let's see. Who could that be?
Why don't you have a look at it? Show me who's phoning you, and then I can decide whether or not you're going to answer it. If it's someone I don't like and you answer that phone and you start screaming, my mate behind you is going to put a bullet straight for your head.
What do you know? He wants to talk to you.
Slide it across there then. Butler. Hey. Oh, that's a pleasure. Likewise. I thought you disappeared. Taking a little trip away. Right. Well, that clears a lot of things up. Good fucking job, mate, I'll just say. You know, it was like 5 seconds away from getting fucking murdered.
You want a drink, buddy? Or are you just going to stand there with the gun the whole time getting ready to shoot me? Relax.
Right. Right. I see. Nice chatting to you. I've just had a nice phone call. Very interesting phone call. It's your lucky day, sunshine. Me and my esteemed colleague over here, we're going to be leaving in a second. You're going to expect a phone call in 5 minutes. Don't do anything fucking stupid.
Butler, since you might as well invade my house, would you at least want a drink?
I'm right, thanks, mate.
How about your buddy behind me that seems to get more and more pissed off the more and more I keep talking?
That's right. Five minutes.
I'll be here.
That's all you gotta fucking wait. Let's go. Oh, and you do try to look stupid. We know where you live. And I'm pretty handy with a sniper.
Wouldn't be the first time I was threatened. If I get lucky. I get a couple of these on me. Hodge.
Looking very scared there, Detective. Everything okay?
Scared? Come on, Charlie. You know me. It's hard for
I
me.
see you've been introduced to a certain someone.
A certain friend named the Butler.
Worry, I've told him to stay away from you.
I asked him about the book. He has
told
no
me
idea what
where
he's
the
talking
book
about.
is.
Really?
Oh, he does. He's told me where it is. The problem, guessing.
Where's it at?
That is my business. You'll find out later on, yeah?
But for the record, I found your Butler. Reaper I still gotta work on, but...
Indeed, you did.
Well, more like he found me, I guess. Because he got so pissed off because I was trying to find him.
He's done his very best to cover his tracks. As I said before, he won't be found unless he wants to.
So what's his motive for being found this time, you think?
That is what concerns me. Mere fact that he has risen to the surface and shown his face. Something that can only mean bad for the state. I never told you what actually happened when I left, did I?
I just heard that you left, and I remember I ended up shooting a lot of your people.
Yes, you see, during that time, the family was split in three ways, so to speak. You had the very advantageous people that followed Fergal and his delusional self of righteousness, whatever it is, trying to get revenge on the very people that has now left you out to dry. And then there were the people that were set in their ways, the traditionalists that stayed with Frederick, his group of people. You see, Frederick was arrested during that day, where they raided the Sandy Shores station. However, he was let go, and all charges were dropped. Then you have the very few like-minded people of myself who thought the family was getting too big for its britches, was no longer on a profitable track, thus decided to leave with me. I did what you would call a hostile takeover of the family once those two were out of the picture. It's just unfortunate that Frederick is still alive. See,
So
where
Butler's
Billy
for
fits
Frederick,
into
then.
all of this. Billy was supposed to be my second in command.
But now he's Frederick's.
Yes, you see, Frederick and Billy were talking with each other, getting to know each other again. And unfortunately, I did not see it coming, because I was blind to the fact that Frederick had made it out alive. See, this is where the problem lies. Frederick is still in the state. The state could potentially be at further risk.
And you know how I am about my state and
Terrorism
country.
is just not good for business.
No, it's not.
Be surprised if he's got some explosive manufacturing going on.
Wouldn't surprise me either.
Either way.
So I'm
you may
curious
want
if
to
that's
fix
Frederick
that
that called.
security
Then.
system of yours, by the way.
Yeah, I've been last days ago on it. Be working on getting cameras up next time too.
Be surprised if they've bugged your house, so be very careful what you say. Yeah.
They can bug my house all they want. You know how I am.
Either way, you're safe if you didn't give me up. They may be curious to know if I'm back here, but I will do my best.
They must have
not
called
let
Frederick
that
then.
happen.
Unless that was you that called Billy off,
surprised.
but
Billy a text from an unknown number.
I got a
Anyway,
text
you still
from
got
an
that
unknown number.
reaper to go.
on my phone.
That wasn't.
So it must have been Frederick then.
Your detective skills, detective. I'm sure you can find out who and where you're gonna go from here.
Well, here I got Billy. Now I just gotta find this Reaper problem.
Good luck.
Oh, I don't need luck. I got everything I need here. He's already pissed off enough because that folder you gave me. I have to show him.
Assuming you showed him.
I showed him that I knew. That I knew exactly who the fuck he was. He kept trying to hide it. I found it funny. This henchman kept getting all pissed off because I kept talking to him, offering him wine and shit. It was great.
Yes, that lot seems to be very unsocial. Very violent.
Yeah, I could tell. One had a 1911
Not
old
one for
kitted
mine.
out, and Billy had a good old M4 with a extendo mag, and you name it, basically on his gun.
Careful with how you proceed with the Reaper.
If I need anything, I'll let you know.
Play. Until next time, Detective.
Of course. Oh, this is gonna get fun. This is gonna. Hi, y'all. Well, I think that's gonna about do it tonight. What do you guys think, huh? They call it kidnapped. Let's say threatened. But guys, I'm gonna hit this button. it's time for us to go for the night. I know it's a short one, but as you can tell, I don't really have a voice. So it's kind of hard for me, you know, kind of try and do this when voice is dead. But yeah, thank you guys for coming out. I appreciate you guys. You guys are honestly amazing. Without you guys, I wouldn't be able to continue doing this. And yeah, I will see you guys probably Wednesday. Till then, stay calm, stay cool, stay hydrated. Peace.